Hello friends, this is Anand Pai from Academy in Pursuit of Engineering Excellence. Today we will continue with XC Thermodynamics 2019 on students recommendation. So we will go with question 10 to question 14 in this video. The first question goes like this. A gas obeys a van der Waals equation of state given by P plus A by V square V minus B is equal to RT, where A and B are the van der Waals constants. The compressibility factor Z, that is equal to PV divided by RT in the limit of high specific volume is dash. Now here we have to understand what is van der Waals equation. Now if I consider van der Waals equation, here the difference is, here we have A. What is A? It is because of the intermolecular attraction or repulsion. Okay, this A comes into picture. This B specifies the volume occupied by the molecules. Okay, so let us see how we can do it. So we have the equation P plus A by V into V square, A by V square into V minus B is equal to RT. After this, it's all about, the whole thing is about algebra, that's it. Okay, so if I continue with that, I can write PV plus A by V is equal to RT into 1 minus B by V raised to minus 1. I am dividing by V and then I am taking it the other way around, so it is minus 1 here. Now if I do the binomial expansion of this, okay, I will get this as equal to RT into 1 plus B by V plus B square by V square plus so on. Now here this is valid only when B by V is B is less than V, or this is much less than 1. What do you say? It is B is less than V, that is much less than 1. B by V is much less than 1. But even if it is still lesser, then I can ignore the other part also. So ignoring the other parts, I will have PV plus A by V is equal to RT into 1 plus B by V. Okay, and now if I further simplify it, this becomes plus A by V, I will take it the other way around. So this is equal to RT into 1 plus B by V minus A by V. Now simplifying this, I will get PV by RT is equal to, I can write this as 1 plus, okay, we can have B by V minus A by V. Okay, so now this whole thing RT minus, A by V, here we'll have A by V into RT. Okay, so we have here 1 by RT into A by V. Now if I take V outside, this can be written as 1 plus, okay, if I take 1 by V outside, this will be B minus A by RT, correct? And this itself is the compressibility factor. It's already given here. PV is equal to PV by RT is the compressibility factor. So what is the answer? 1 plus 1 by V into B minus A by RT. A is the answer. I hope you have understood this, students. Next, let us go. Consider a thermodynamic relation. Dou Cp by dou P at constant T is equal to minus T dou square V by dou T square at constant pressure for a certain gas if isobaric, constant pressure, isobaric means constant pressure, isobaric thermal expansion coefficient alpha is equal to 1 by T, then the value of dou Cp by dou P at T is dash. This is one of the questions which looks difficult but actually is very easy. So this is given already, so let us keep that in mind. We have PV is equal to MRT. Now from this, if I write dou V by dou T at constant pressure can be written as R by P, correct? Dou V by dou T at constant pressure, I can write it as R by P. And Now, yes, this can be written this way. How did this come? This came by writing V is equal to MR, I can say MR by P into T, and with respect to time we have M also here. Let us put M also here, MR by P, right? Now dou square V by dou T square at constant pressure is equal to 0. Since dou square V by dou T square is equal to 0, my dou Cp by dou P at constant temperature is equal to minus T into dou square V by dou T square at constant pressure, which is equal to 0. That is why the answer is 0. The answer is A. Next question. A piston cylinder system has an initial volume of 0.1 meter cube and contains an ideal gas. Cv is equal to 0.74 kilojoules per kg Kelvin and R is equal to 0.288 kilojoules per kg Kelvin at 1.5 bar and 298 Kelvin. The piston is moved during the moved to compress the gas until the pressure and the temperature reaches 10 bar and 423 Kelvin respectively. During the process, 20 kilojoules of work is done on the gas. The magnitude of heat transfer. Now here they have given the state at 1 and 2. The process is not given. Okay. So we have to go with the basic first law of thermodynamics. What is the first law of thermodynamics? First law of thermodynamics can be written as Q is equal to delta U plus W. W is the work done. So what is delta W? Because here we can calculate only delta W. Change in what is change in our internal delta U, which is change in the internal energy, we can calculate. So what can this be? This can be mCv delta T plus the work done. Now let us substitute that. So m is, what is the mass? Mass is given here. No, it is not given. We have to calculate the mass. So what is mass? Mass can be got by PV is equal to mRT. So m is equal to PV by RT. Let us substitute. So mass initially pressure is given as 1.5 bar. Let us convert it into kilopascal, which is 10 square, right? So 1 bar is 10 power 5 Pascal. So 10 square, 10 power 5 means 1 lakh, just for an idea. And then V is equal to 0.1. We have this. R. Why we are putting in kilopascal? Because below we will put in kilojoules. R in kilojoules. Otherwise we have to put 288 and here 10 power 5. Okay. So we have to be consistent with our units. And then T, temperature is 298. Now when we do this, we get the answer as 0.17477 as the answer. Mass. So that mass we will substitute here. So the mass when you substitute here, this is 0.17477 into Cv is given there 0.74 into delta T. Delta T can be given as, now it is given 423 here and 298. So it is 423 minus 298. Then plus work done. Now work done is given as 20 kilojoules. Now here one of the important thing we have to understand is whether work is done on the system or by the system. Now here you see work is done on the gas. So it is done on the system. And whenever it is done on the system, it is always negative. So 20 kilojoules of work is done. Here if you observe, everything is in kilojoules, so consistent units. So here this would give me the answer as minus 3.83375. It depends on how you take the answers. There might be difference, small differences here. But anyhow, the answer what we get is minus 3.83375. But here what is asked is the magnitude of heat transfer. So negative or positive is not important. In case they might have given both the things here, minus 3.8 and plus 3.8. If that was there, it would have been a bit difficult. So this should have been taken properly. So it is plus 3.8 is the magnitude, right? So this is the answer. Next question. A reversible cycle absorbs 400 kilojoules per second of heat from a reservoir maintained at 265 Kelvin and rejects heat to another reservoir at 298 Kelvin. The magnitude of the rate of work done by the device is. Here, one of the things that has to be observed is it is taking heat from a lower temperature and higher temperature. So you may be saying that, sir, should we use, it's a refrigerator, so should we use a COP? No, not needed. Okay, simple equations is also enough. What are the equations we can use? We can use the efficiency equation. Yes, efficiency will come negative here, but don't have to worry. So what is the efficiency? Efficiency can be done as work done by the heat transfer. Heat transfer from the reservoir, which is the main reservoir. So this can be written as 1 minus T2 by T1. Okay. So here the thing is that T2 is greater than T1. Okay. No worry. Okay. So you will get negative efficiency, not a problem. Okay. Let us see what is that we get. So work done, okay, from this work done is equal to 1 minus T2 by T1 into Q, right? So here if I do this we will get answer as 1 minus T2 is 298 by T1 is 265 into Q 400 kilojoules. So the answer what we get is, what I got was 49.81 proper, minus 49.81. okay, that means work is done on the system. Okay, it's not work done by the system. Okay, the magnitude of rate of work done by the device is actually the work is done on the device. It is a refrigerator. So answer is 48.81. Fine. Next one. In a reversible process, an ideal gas Cp is equal to 1.04 kilojoules per kg Kelvin and R is equal to 0.297 kilojoules per kg Kelvin at 293 Kelvin is compressed in a cylinder from 100 kilopascal to 500 kilopascal. During this compression process, the relation between pressure and volume is expressed as PV raised to 1.3 is equal to constant. In the following options, mark the closest value of entropy change per kilogram joules per kg Kelvin. Let us see that. Now I always insist that we have to go from the first principles. So when we go from the first principles, we will be able to get any any small things we will be able to pick up. Okay, there might be easier ways, but I am going with a bit longer version but easier version. Okay, so here I'll just explain what is there. So TDS is equal to, actually you will not take so much of time, DH minus VDP. This has to be understood. So now DS can be here DH is Cp dt and T comes down minus V by T into dP, correct? And when I integrate, delta S would be Cp into log of T2 by T1 minus now V by T can be written as R by P. Okay, so dP by P comes, and when you integrate you get R log of P2 by P1. Generally you can remember this, but I just did the derivation. Now one of the things here we have to get is T2, T1, P2, P1. P2 and P1 is known. T1 is known but not T2. So our purpose is to find out T2. How do we find out T2? First of all, let us find out V1. Okay, so V1 is given as RT by P, correct? Because this is equation of state. We don't have to worry about what is the process. We are not worried about the process, and thing is required. So this V1, when I apply this comes as 0.297. Be careful to write it, don't confuse with 287 there, because air generally we take that. So 293 divided by 100, and the answer what I got is 0.87021. Okay, meter cube per kg. Next, after V1, V2 we have to find out. How do we find out V2? It goes with the polytropic process. So P V raised to 1.3. So P1 V1 raised to 1.3 is equal to P2 V2 raised to 1.3. So V2 is equal to 1.3 root of P1 V1 raised to 1.3 divided by P1, that is divided by P2. Now when I substitute this is 1.3 square root of P1 was 100, V1 was 0.87021 raised to 1.3 divided by P2 is 500, and answer what I got was V2 was 0.2523 meter cube per kg. So this is V2. Then we have to find out T2. T2, how do we find out? We go from the equation of state because it is at the end process. So T2 is equal to P2 V2 by R. So this will go as 500 into 0.2523 divided by 0.297, and the answer I get is 424.74. Now this we will substitute here. Cp is given 1.04, and then we have log of T2 by T1. T2 by T1 is 424.74 divided by T1, which is what is T1 here? T1 is 297, and then minus we have 0.287 into log of 500 by 100, and when you do the calculation, the answer what you get is minus 0.089853 kilojoules per Kelvin, correct? Kilojoules per Kelvin. Now kilojoules per kg Kelvin, correct, because it is specific. Okay, so kg Kelvin. But what is the answer? It is asked in joules per kg Kelvin, so it is coming as 89.853 joules per kg Kelvin. Okay, this is delta S minus. So what does it mean? There is a reduction in entropy, correct? S2 is lesser than S1, correct? This can happen. So the answer is minus 91 is the answer. So students, I hope you have understood the things. Kindly subscribe my channel, and also click that bell icon. And also one of the thing is, if you have any doubts, mention in the comments. And if you want me to solve any particular question or want to do a video on any topic, kindly mention that in the comments. And best of luck for your exam, students. Thank you very much.